Last week on this very podcast, I said something, as I often do, because I'm speaking about 50% of the time. We were talking about Apex Legends, and I made the claim, upon being asked, do you think Apex could ever beat Fortnite?
You did make that claim.
I said, I think that would be ridiculous, because Fortnite has so much momentum, but I could see Apex coasting to a comfortable number 2.
Although the quotes were, I believe the quotes had a lot more exclamation marks and question marks at the end of them.
Possible. I think by the end of that sentence, Apex totally eclipsed Fortnite in a shocking way.
In viewership.
And just immediate and out the gate numbers. Whoa. Well, they're up to 30 million now?
Yeah, I mean, they still have to conquer 200.
Yeah, sure, but I don't think Fortnite had fucking 30 out in the day.
Within a week, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
That thing's moving.
Sure is.
Respawn is now in the position of the thing that killed Respawn.
Yes.
And
I have... You know, it's funny, I haven't played Anthem, but I've done a lot of research on Anthem. So I'll have something to talk about on that. Respawn is now in the exact same position they were in after Modern Warfare 2 came out. Where
the funny thing is
they have the biggest game around.
They actually... Here's the question, right? Is like, did they have the resources to self-publish this?
I doubt it.
Right? What if they did? Then they would just become their own giant.
I don't think anybody has the resources to self-publish something like this. Like
even if Apex was the same game, not having the EA money means the outreach would have been less.
No, what I mean is like you touch that game and you feel the money, you feel the 100 passes.
But you also feel the Titanfall.
Yeah, but what I mean is you feel the 100 passes they did on the map, the 35 variations of the slide mechanic. Because time.
The disconnects that happen when you're down to the final 3.
So, I want to talk about the game's technical state. I talked a little bit about Twitter. So, let's be clear. Well, you've been playing a lot of Apex Legends.
I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends.
I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends. It's a great game.
I'm up on Origin, so my bugs are, I don't know if they're Origin specific or not.
Some are. Some aren't. But this game is the hottest shit in a while. Everybody's doing it. I'm on the PS4. I got friends doing the same. They're hopping off Origin to PS4 because they can't hang with mouse and keyboard people. But whatever. Everybody, it's fun. You know, on PS4 you don't even need a Plus subscription to play it.
Yeah.
But apparently on the Xbox you do.
You do,
which sucks.
Yeah.
That's a free to play concession.
PlayStation made a smart choice there. That's a fucking, you get everybody in on the Mario and Duck Hunt.
So, boy, this game is hot. But there's a couple weird things about it. One, it ain't stable for shit. Crashes all the time. Disconnects quite often. The worst disconnect problem on the PS4 for me is not, as you described, people drop in the match. It's loading into the match was like, oh, I'm playing a solo queue. All right. Okay. Gonna run this by myself.
Okay.
That sucks.
I would infinitely prefer that to happen to me than what usually happens.
The stolen win.
Which is the delayed disconnect after an amazing match.
That's not good.
After fucking like fighting out of a situation and getting down to being one of the last groups and basically having a like the body is in the death zone.
Yeah.
We need to go retrieve it and zipline back out and have the kits ready for healing over here.
Yeah.
Like literally that type of scenario just occurred, and then we readied up and we're about to hit that final 3 or final 2 rather, and fucking drop, you know? And then another game where late game, 4 squads left, final drop. Like, I fucking get these delayed ass drops.
That's no good.
That hurt.
I know exactly who to blame on that. That's Origin, for sure. You know how I know? Because I went to uninstall Apex Legends off my PC this morning because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be playing this on a console. Period. Gonna uninstall it. Origin crashed every time I opened Origin, and I couldn't even get to it. I had to restart my fucking computer.
Could be worse. Could be a game that doesn't delete its actual files, just the executable.
Oh! I'll leave all of you to guess what game we're talking about.
Shoutouts to Lee First, resetting the clock on the 76
So that's not just bad because it's annoying. That means the registry shit doesn't get uninstalled either, which is messy.
Yeah.
You don't want a messy registry.
No. So in Apex's case, yeah, that could be some Origin shit going down. Weird things where I'm getting messages after that happens. By the way, oftentimes it's followed up by a prompt that says the party leader has dropped.
Yeah.
That stays for probably the rest of your session.
That actually does legitimately feel like my experience with Titanfall 2 on Origin.
Okay.
That feels like a network thing.
Yeah. So that fucking is annoying.
On the PS4, instead you get just hard crash.
Yeah.
And twice now, I've had crashes that required me to unplug my PS4 from the wall.
Wow.
Like
okay.
hard locks
on
the console.
Yeah, okay.
And then the PS4, I hate this. I guess this is compliance or something. It has the audacity to tell me, hey, make sure to shut your shit down properly.
Yeah.
This could screw up your hard drive. Yeah. Motherfucker, you made the mistake.
Yeah.
That was you.
The only other thing I notice often is the character select bug, where two people are in one group, or two people are in the group, the third person lags while loading in, and then they get in before the game starts, but really, really late. It just defaults to their default choice.
Okay.
And
that's not bad.
It's not that bad. No, it's really not that bad. It defaults to their default choice, and you get some weird audio things that are out of sync because the music hasn't had a chance to become that big swelling theme that it does. But usually by the time you hit the game, ready to drop, everybody's in and it's fine. But, like, yeah, not that bad in terms of every other thing, but these drops suck.
I've been able to troubleshoot the nature of the PS4 crashes.
Yeah.
It is related to something to do with their voice chat.
Okay.
When you turn on the option that is turn
Chat
speech into text,
yeah.
If someone fucking speaks, the game crashes. And when you turn on the party chat,
that clearly is not a reproducible, consistent issue.
I have been every single time.
I did it on PS4. I had it work.
Okay, I've never had it work.
But it was trying to turn Spanish into English, and it was failing to do so.
Well, every single fucking time I had that option on, I crashed the instant somebody spoke. And then you go to party chat and make your private party, and then that crashes the game quite often as well. The only time the game doesn't crash for me is when I listen to the 12-year-old yell at his parents. It is not worth it. I would rather have the game fucking crash.
I'm in Discord, so I'm avoiding that entirely. But man,
that game's hot.
It's got stuff and fun, and it's interesting because, like, as you say that, like, friends are making the exodus over to PS4, like, I'm, like, getting more comfortable on PC. I'm getting more comfortable, like, actually helping, you know? When there's no lifeline on the team, I'm hogging those ultimate accelerants, and I'm airstriking motherfuckers, and you know, trying to land a ninja star on you, because if you get ninja stars,
those
you're fucking
awful.
dead.
I hate those.
You're crazy. You're crazy, and you suck.
No. I mean, I hate what happens to you.
Okay, because I'm like, if you think they're awful, like, awful isn't getting hit with them.
It's the worst feeling ever.
Okay.
It's like a little May you can throw
I was
people.
about to blow you the fuck up, because those ninja stars are amazing.
No, you throw that on a door, the door is now completely impassable.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. Just the swing of things, you know. I remember when I was like, wait, what ammo type goes with what? And then now I'm like, okay, yeah.
And now it's like, oh, there's 3.
Right. And
sorry, 4 technically.
And then the really, you got to get really, the efficiency of, like, in that first area especially, just grabbing everything, and then while you're sprinting to the next thing,
throw it on the floor.
Throw the rest out.
Yeah,
grab
it all.
Grab it all, sort it out later. Yeah.
And I've also broken myself with the habit of, like, don't pick up attachments you don't need. No matter how good that fucking attachment is, unless it's like a precision choke or something like that.
So I was gonna say that, like, you say that, but a couple of good games have been me picking up Skull Piercer or precision choke, holding on to it.
Skull
If I could-
piercer,
if I-
precision choke, and the thing that spins up devotion.
Yeah, because
Those three.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep
is
those.
You're gonna find yourself a fucking. If you find yourself a prowler, if you find yourself a devotion or a wingman,
Yeah.
you're going in and it's gonna hurt. And like, I was practicing aiming with the devotion a little bit more while that's on, and you basically just treat it like a laser.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of that stuff is like, yeah, no, walk with that, because if you find a wingman, you're gonna want to switch to that.
No, those always keep them because it turns the fucking peacekeeper into a sniper rifle.
Select
which
fire.
is actually wild. I can't believe that. It turns the wingman into a sniper rifle that does it's the best gun ever.
Well,
and it turns the fucking devotion into a laser.
Minus the Mastiff and the gold guns. The gold guns.
That being said, I think the Spitfire is probably the hands down best gun in the game overall. I have killed entire teams twice now with one clip.
Spitfire is my heavy of choice, and wingman as well. You know, personally, I really enjoy those. But again, there's a gun tier list out there.
Yeah, I think the Mozambique is actually not as bad as the P20.
Mozambique is a shotgun that doesn't kill you on an emptied clip.
It's also highly accurate. So the idea...
But if you were up close and you emptied the clip into someone's head, they would not die.
No. if you hit them with 2.5 Mozambiques, you can melee them down in 2 hits.
Okay, I guess.
Unlike the P20,
okay,
which requires like its entire clip twice over.
So we play the game. I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but it's yeah, I think I did. Just first to tag it.
You did.
First to tag that Mozambique. So how do you save it? How do you fix it? Dual wield. Pick up a second Mozambique and now you're Reaper.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get that going. But it's a shotgun that doesn't fucking kill you.
I foresee
what are you doing?
Weapon changes or slight weapon updates incoming at some point. Not to make Mozambique good, but to make it
kill you.
Less awful than...
Let it kill you.
I have seen players run at me with a Mozambique in between us and choose to melee me instead.
Dude, like, you can't get a knock with it. Like, what do you do? And so you have to basically... Anyway, it would be... I would be...
You could dual wield it with double the reload time.
It would be surprising to see it not get some sort of update. But as it is at the moment... Here's the other problem. The class of gun that it's in makes it worse than it is.
Yes, because the class of gun it's in has one that's pretty good and one that is arguably the best gun in the game.
If you pick up a fucking Ava or anything,
Ava's fine.
If you pick up the Ava, you can do your thing, and like those bullets are worth more.
Yeah.
In that, so like,
and if you find a peacekeeper, great, you're set the whole match.
Those bullets are worth more in that, so you're literally wasting valuable bullets inside the fucking Mozambique. Yeah.
I don't like it. Apparently, it's named after a kill pattern, which is 2 to the one in each lung and 1 in the dome.
Ironic considering it doesn't kill.
Damn.
Anyway,
seriously, that gun is shit.
I've
had all sorts of great moments.
I was gonna say, speaking of kills, yeah, like I had a great moment too. Yesterday, I got my first final shot of the match.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I got my first, like, I'm the one that did it.
It was me.
Like, yeah, it was fucking great.
I had 2 or 3 last week that were like, I'm downed, and then I downed a guy, like I did it, but like I win the match like on the floor, which is not really cool. But I also got 1 or 2, which is just like, I shot him. It was me.
You ever play around with that golden equipment?
The Kraber feels like a trap. It feels like a trap for me.
How so?
It feels like, look at this golden gun. It's so amazing. Oh, it's like you might as well point it towards your own head.
Oh, really?
Just fucking die.
Okay,
Pat.
So that thing is a thing of beauty because, as you know, you line it up with the head, they dead.
Yeah.
That's the end of that.
The first part of that is the problem.
Yes, it is. And if you land it up center mass, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah. The for real problem I have with that is that this is a game that, like, the sniper rifles have, they're not hit scan. They're not hit scan for shit. They have travel time. and significant bullet drop. And I saw a guy, and he was 230 meters away, and I'm like, got him. He wasn't even moving. And I shot at him, and it hit the floor like 50 meters in front of him. I'm like, oh.
I mean, if you, it's interesting, like, seeing how much aim down the sights affects things, because I didn't realize in other first-person shoot. I didn't know if other FPSs are the same. I assume they are, but like the wildness of the spread on certain guns when you're not ADS compared to when you are, just like I guess
Makes it useless.
makes it completely worthless.
Yeah.
And I guess the alternator is the one that it doesn't.
Yeah,
right?
I had my favorite kill so far, which was me sliding down the hill into the valley behind a lifeline with both of us hip firing our alternators at each other, and I came out on top, and I was like, yeah. The Mastiff, on the other hand, fuck.
Use rangefinder; it actually measures distance. Interesting. The Mastiff, yes,
Whoa.
yes,
Whoa.
yeah. But but I also I didn't say golden weapons. I was saying golden equipment.
I have not gotten any golden equipment.
Dude, the golden equipment is so fucking good. It's in some cases questionable. Like, I'm not gonna say busted. I'm not gonna say OP, but I'm gonna say OD. I'm gonna say OD for my New York people.
Okay.
Golden backpack equals take that progress bar and remove it, because it's thirded, halved.
For what?
Any progress bar.
Oh, so heals?
Heals are now turbo
So
heals.
like Phoenix heal in like 2
Phoenix
seconds?
kits are instantaneous.
Oh.
Not instantaneous, but they're really quick.
Ooh, that's cheating.
And
that's super cheating.
if your lifeline, the stack of how fast you heal shit is on top of that
Ooh.
thing.
Just stand in it.
So lifeline with a golden backpack is I don't have a progress bar.
I see. Yeah. That's awful.
Right? You have the golden knockdown shield, which I'm sure you must know about by now.
I heard.
If you see somebody,
I heard something and I didn't believe it.
if you see somebody with a golden knockdown shield, that motherfucker is getting back up because it's a self-res.
That's so run up and start just putting as much damage.
Put
as
it
you
all
possibly can.
in,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
If you see someone with golden body armor, this one's not as useful, but it's like any executions, refill your shield.
Okay, I get it.
Right?
Because the idea is that as long as you survive the execution, you'll come out of it with a full
With
shield.
a full shield.
Which is a 4-bar shield, I assume?
So it's basically like, yeah, use the whole thing, spend that time, hope that you don't get murdered in the process, and come out with a shield, which I'm like, maybe don't do that.
What about the helmet?
I don't know what the helmet does. Those are the three that I have seen and experienced so far. There's like those things that like the drop golden shit, or the shit that's in the high tier zone, the hotspot stuff. Like, if you get that and you know how to play,
apparently helmet is your ult charges faster.
quick alt. There you go. There you go.
Just as busted as the other two you mentioned.
So I'm saying, if you have a team that's hoarding golden equipment,
oh, that's a win.
like, you are making it to the end of the game, no problem. And like, unless you fuck up, that should be yours. You know, assuming everyone's playing properly, that should be yours. It's fucking.
I find it really interesting because the way that looting in this game works is that the likelihood of encountering that shit increases the farther you go into the game, as every team you drop has better and better shit.
Yes, yeah. When you bring people back late game, find a body coffin, not a looting room or whatever. Golden barrel stabilizer negates all recoil.
All recoil.
Aim at the dot, hit the dot.
Got it.
Yeah. So that's nuts, that's cool stuff that's in there. That you.
I gotta say, especially after playing like a bunch of PUBG and some Blackout, like the system they have for attachments in this game, just like bam, 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 like click, like instant.
Switch it over, pop it up, pick up a new gun.
Transfer all your shit to this new gun. It's great.
Yeah,
it's super fast.
Absolutely. There's occasionally I'm still not picking up some wrong attachments and thinking they're compatible when they're not.
Yeah, I'm picking up a sniper stock for light weapon. It's like,
And such. So that is still occurring, but for the most part, having a good old time with it. Developing some like feels for like repeatable strategies. Which I shan't go into.
You tell me those later.
No, I shan't go into.
I think. Can I describe an unrepeatable strategy? There's two.
Sure.
One, dropping early is a death sentence.
Yeah.
Like
It's for people that's for quick play. I wanna bang now.
Yeah.
Right?
If you drop and the number on that thing is 30 or higher, you are going to die in 5 minutes.
Yes.
It's wild.
If you drop ship or are hot zone immediately underneath the drop ship.
If people who drop on the line make me want to die.
Yeah.
And then I do.
Yeah. Here's the one argument in favor of dropping instantly.
What's that?
Currently, how good are you at killing people?
Fairly.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to get better at that?
Yeah.
Drop in immediately and learn to kill.
So my problem...
Practice mode is not training mode. It's dropping instantly and learning how to fight.
My issue is that if I were to able to get a gun, I'd have no problem. My issue is that half the time I drop in immediately.
Yeah.
Somebody else gets a gun before me, and then I'm fighting. I'm being meleeed by two people and being shot with one person. Now, granted, they're shooting me with the Mozambique. So
yes.
It's not.
It's a mess, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that like the average game that you play like properly and quietly, and then eventually moving up, engaging, choosing not to engage sometimes, sneaking around and playing the circle, will get you further into the game, and is the right way to win. But for just learning how to deal with engagements at all. Dropping into that hot zone immediately
for me,
forces multiple fights, and you just get practicing.
Acclimation of the things I already know about, like Call of Duty and stuff like that, into this new system. I saw this fantastic breakdown on Reddit of what makes Apex different from nearly every other shooter that's currently popular on the market.
Yeah.
In terms of its time to kill.
Yep.
And
it takes a while.
Not only does it take a while, it's like closer to Halo than anything, really.
You got a big old life bar to get through, and then you got a res to get through.
Yeah, and you got a team you got to kill before you can, right?
Yeah.
But the other thing is that the number one big change is that
melees don't kill you right away.
It's not about TTK. It's not about time to kill. It's about accuracy per kill. So in Blackout or PUBG, right, and even a little bit in Fortnite, but not as bad as the other two. Say you have a full clip of 30 rounds. How many do you actually need to put into somebody for them to just fucking die?
Yeah.
Like 5? Right? The minimum required accuracy is like 25% of the highest, right? In Apex, if anyone has a shield, you can dump the entire alternator into them.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll probably still be alive. And that's after every single bullet in the thing. The average accuracy required per clip on like unarmored or even is like 60% or higher, which means you need to hit the people.
So again, it sort of depends. Like with most of the heavies, if you hold the full clip on them, that number is going over 200. Mm-hmm. That's generally what you're looking for. And or with the wingman, you're just getting that 45, you know what I mean? Whatever. But, there is a really high percentage of a chance in this game that they're going to keep moving and find some cover before you get that kill.
If you are inaccurate, you will finish your clip, and they'll be alive, and they'll be running away.
However, if you're engaging properly, there's probably two of you engaging on one. You've got grenades and arc stars flying. You've got ults popping.
Yes.
You've got Bangalore's acting like Sonic on the fucking battlefield.
I didn't realize how fast they moved until I played
Tracer.
It's crazy.
It's Tracer.
It's wild.
You don't realize that's exactly
They're so fast.
No. Bangalore with that thing is really that's a great passive. But yes, all that to say. That, for me at least, I've been basically ping-ponging
Yeah, I'm messing around with everybody. I played a bunch of Gibraltar.
Oh no, I don't mean
shit.
ping pong, and I'm set in my character choices. I play according to the design that I like,
Okay.
and I was Pathfinder, and then ultimately, despite the grapple, I just couldn't get it done.
Man, Pathfinder's grapple shenanigans are like there's multiple levels.
Yeah.
The base level to just get a huge jump is trivially easy to do. It's super easy.
You get the swing of it fairly quickly if you try to practice using it while traversing regularly when you don't need to. Kind of like people with Mirage just bamboozle all day because why not?
Yeah.
But
their ult sucks.
But the whatchamacallit, the thing with me though I found was just that like once I'm like doing Gibraltar and I'm like I like this character, this design, what he does, what it's about, regardless I'm gonna play him because of that. But like obviously that's not the way to fucking always win if you can do something better to help your team out or so.
What if you play
but I enjoy
randoms and somebody picks Gibraltar?
Then you need to have an alt ready.
Yeah. You need to have two.
Yes, exactly. In which case I'm gonna go back to Pathfinder or probably do Bangalore, probably. But yeah, it feels like a waste though if like the person with the best accuracy on your team is not playing Bangalore though. It feels like a waste of a slot on you because you should be getting kills with that thing.
Yeah,
running forward, getting into fights, picking motherfuckers off, and just running out. Like
I'm fascinated to see what new what legends are likely going to be added in like 3 weeks.
Yeah. I've been told to hold on to my points and spend them.
Caustic and Mirage suck.
Spend them on the new one.
They're not good.
But at the same time, we had a fight that ended because we got pushed into the base indoors, and we couldn't get out because Caustic was grenading the fuck out of that hallway. And we fought for too long, and then another group snuck up on us.
I have a pro tip for everybody that doesn't like fighting against Caustic. His barrels have a big yellow area.
The bottom.
They also have a red ring around the bottom. If you shoot the red ring at the bottom, the barrel explodes harmlessly.
Yeah, you can blow them up. But either way, I can see myself holding on to those points to see what comes.
Yeah,
got myself
soon.
Got myself a legendary Mozambique skin though.
Ooh.
Right.
I got a legendary Peacekeeper.
Hey now.
A little. It's the green one with the glowy shit on it.
Yeah.
I actually like it quite a bit.
Wow.
So yeah, what we kind of sidetracked because the game's so good. I just want to talk about, but like, I've been talking about this and I'm asking people about this. Did I talk about the game getting kicked out the door early last week?
Possibly.
Well, it feels like the game got kicked out the door early. And then I went and looked, and apparently when players asked, hey, how come there's no weapon stats in the game of any kind? The response from the devs was like, game came in too hot. There was no time.
You're not referring to the counters on your profile?
No, I'm talking like there's no, like when you look at the weapon, there's no way to check what the actual damage of the fucking weapon is. It's just
okay. Sorry. Yeah, right.
Right? And it's like there's actually not that many cosmetics in the game at all. And that legend screen seems fucking super empty.
Yeah.
And it's baffling as shit that the game didn't launch with the battle pass, because that seems like the most obvious thing in the world. We'll never know, or maybe we will eventually, but we don't know why it released in such a sudden hazard a fucking guess
fashion.
I suspect this game was supposed to release later in March, or maybe even April, right? And that the time that they say all this shit's going to be ready by, and that the reason why I kicked out early is, have you seen this Anthem shit? Have you seen this shit over the weekend? Oh, it's bad.
I heard
it's way worse than Destiny 1 was when it came out.
I heard they didn't. It wasn't cracking 33K on Twitch, and so it's struggling.
Like I follow Skill Up, Quiet Shy, and Brozim on Twitter, and I know Brozim follows me because he was talking to me about this. And all three, Skill Up was a guy who was like championing this game Like, it's going to be the new shit. And he's just dumping on it for like 10 tweets in a row. I'm watching videos of the game just on fire, falling apart.
So I saw two things. I saw the Jurassic Park video where flying into the world, it all just pops in, and it's a reproducible.
So, Eli, one Plague of Gripes, sent me a Reddit link from the Anthem Reddit, in which a guy who does all sorts of hard drive shenanigans, he's got some kind of weird setup, discovered that the game is reading hundreds of gigabytes of data per hour off your drive for some reason. And it appears to be that the game just constantly loads assets in and out for every single area, even if there's common assets. He described walking from one end to the hub was loading entire, like, tens of gigs of hard drive data in a memory the whole time.
It's built on the Andromeda engine, right?
I believe it is. An engine that we all know to be high quality.
Well, the other thing I saw, and I mean, this is a story in the week, to be honest, but it was just the Seagull video of them fighting the final boss on Twitch, and a level 3 player joins by doing quick play.
Yeah.
And goes, "Hey guys, what's going on over here?" And they go, "Oh God, run. Get out of here."
Yeah.
"No, don't leave, kid, get out of here, kid." And he's like, "What? No, this is the final boss, leave." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then he leaves. And then someone else that's like level 2 or whatever jumps in.
Yeah.
And they go, "Oh, geez." And then that guy sticks around.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "I guess quick play can bring you to the end of the game."
On top of that, I saw people talking about how the fucking final cutscene crashed for them and then loads them into the hub and there's no way to look at it. So they had to look at the final cutscene up on YouTube.
That's a personal knife twist on me. It's a content knife twist.
Shy, if you go to Quiet Shy's fucking YouTube channel, she just posted a video of a cutscene in which every model is like distorting like Halo nightmares, and everything is just fucking breaking apart. Like, the game is on fire. Oh, and everyone is constantly disconnecting. Like, it is just the least stable thing ever.
So the demo was more stable?
The demo was more stable because less people were playing it. Like, it is an active bomb. The game's not out.
Oh, you mean Apex was dropped like a bomb prior?
Yes, and set
post-demo.
I genuinely feel like the reaction was, is Anthem going to be ready to go? No. Can Apex launch right now? Yeah.
Hit the button.
Hit the button. Right?
Or release the button.
I can't, dude. The timing is so fucking like, it's so specific. They've been planning Anthem's fucking release date for years, right?
But they've also been clearly planning a Fortnite killer.
Yeah,
for a long time.
That could have come out fucking whenever. That doesn't matter. Nobody knew about the game. There weren't even rumors about the game.
Literally nothing.
That could have come out in April.
And everyone was just like, "Oh yeah, Respawn, Titanfall 3.
All I can, in my chest, and I you know, maybe someone out there can, right, call me, but all I can see is this fiscal... Anthem is not going to do the numbers it needs to do for the quarter. Let's hope Anthem does the numbers. So we're going to take this Q2 thing and move it to Q1. And sure enough, their Q1's going to be just fine now. Going to be just fine. And they can get that Battle Pass out in mid-March, and that'll go on into Q2.
Hey, Fortnite, though. New season. Get it free.
Yeah, why not? Competition's good for everybody.
Get it free if you do the thing.
BioWare is so fucking dead. BioWare is not going to exist in 2 years. That company is gone. This is depressing to Pat.
I imagine a hard swerve into a different direction.
I
don't think they're actually gonna die. I think they're gonna swerve.
You think they're gonna just get turned into a mobile studio?
No, but I think they're gonna swerve towards other games.
I don't know, man, because Like like Visceral is a company that I really liked at EA, and I saw them do Dead Space. It was great, and I saw meddling into Dead Space 2, but that worked out really well. And I saw meddling into Dead Space 3, and that did really poorly. And then I saw them get turned into a company that makes goddamn maps for Call of Duty. Or Battlefield, whatever the fuck company they work for. I can't even remember now. And then they got disintegrated.
Well,
right?
Unless something unexpected happens, I guess.
But also, I mean, Woolie, Mass Effect Andromeda came out right fucking, I don't know, one of these over there or whatever, right? That shit doesn't exist anymore, fucking BioWare Montreal. And this is going to be a way bigger fucking bomb than that.
Yeah. Again, reason to believe, you know, reason to believe stuff. But,
this is a bummer.
But,
I think the most damning video I saw is SkillUp putting out his video of like, look, I got a Masterwork, which is the equivalent of an exotic weapon, right? It's like the big fancy unique weapon, and it's a grenade launcher. And he's firing it, and the grenades don't explode.
Ouch.
They just fall out of the gun and sit there.
Yeah.
This game is not ready to come out, and it's coming out in a couple days.
Yeah. Again, like, I don't know. I like there might just be a cliff, you know. But I imagine the dot on the map is greener pastures, not in the Elysian Fields sense, but in the sense of like swerving to other stuff.
I would to everybody out there that follows video game news, I would keep your eye out for high-level staff departures at BioWare.
Sure.
Because that signals that everybody knows that the fucking axe is coming. You know, maybe they'll ride Anthem out and see if they can turn it around, and then once that's done, then the process will begin. But that
yeah, rumors on the winds, though. You know.
I remember the very first time I saw the real gameplay at Anthem, I was like, oh my god, this looks so fucking bad. And it doesn't look much better than what we saw like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that is true. A lot of folks did leave, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, that being said, so what I meant when I said ping pong was actually that I've been ping ponging between battle royale games.
Oh yeah, what? Oh yes.
Because I would play a couple games of Apex, not get a chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Feel like I want some chicken, jump on over to Tetris.
That's correct.
Get me some chicken. And that game, made by Eureka.
Really?
Believe it or not. Surprisingly, Eureka really came up with something interesting with depth and plays and styles and decisions that you have to make while still playing Tetris.
It's all going on as you do the Tetris, yes?
And it's so interesting because it tells you nothing. And it explains nothing. And it basically...
Tetris. You know what Tetris is.
But the actual 99 mode has no tutorial, no explanation of what's happening. It doesn't tell you shit.
All I know is that there's a D-pad looking button up at the top that says like score and KO.
Choose what to attack.
Okay.
Right? That's all that is. But like every week comes with, or every day comes with new tech and new things people are learning about the game, to the point where now, like, from what I understand, like, what I understand about the game is so different, and the way you have to play, like, playing smart to win involves a lot more than just picking one, sticking to it, and just playing really solid. That is the most important thing of all. But I would compare it to, like, imagine if you had, like, really, really amazing aim and you were playing Apex, no matter what gun you picked up, but you didn't know the map and you didn't know the guns.
You'd be fucked.
So that's knowledge is going to win there, right? Yeah. So some fun things that, you know, you have where you're basically, like, you're playing a balancing act, right? Because you can do moves like you can kill as many people as possible, to buff yourself up with badges, right? Every time you get a kill, you get a badge.
All right.
Every time you get a badge, you send more garbage.
Oh, fuck. That's... Oh, okay.